which was March 25th of 2020.
Okay.
At this point, I was sober. I had been sober since January 4th of 2020 when Sean lost Chase in the middle of the night.
Proud of you.
As glad as I am to be sober, okay, I had a year and a half in before my dad passed away. I relapsed, and now I have 4 years as of October 31st. Halloween is mine. So
well, you still proud of it.
I forget working, and I am proud of myself. But
right.
The reason behind me getting sober is very sad, and that's why I say I didn't do anything special. I just did what was required of me.
Right.
My son almost died. My son almost froze to death from hypothermia, and I was too scared to even call the ambulance because I was high on cocaine when it happened.
Wow.
I wasn't with him. I was cleaning an apartment for Sean because he was too high to do it himself. He didn't want to do it. He wanted to sit down and relax because he was starting to come down. He begged me to go and clean this apartment for him so he didn't lose his job. It took me an hour to clean a 2-bedroom apartment by myself because I was high out of my mind. I was zooted like not believe. I was like that high I did until I came back down and saw our apartment door wide open. When I walked out of the apartment door, Chase and Gabriel were asleep in the bedroom. Xander was asleep in the living room on his father's bed.
Mm-hmm.
And Xander was awake. Xander was playing Call of Duty on the phone. And Sean was in the kitchen at the table playing Call of Duty.
Okay.
I lost track of time. So when I came back, Sean and Xander are in the living room bed sleeping. So I went into the bedroom and I see Gabriel in the bed, but there's no Chase.
No hopeless charging.
Chase was gone. I freaked out. I threw Sean out of bed. I said, "You lost our fucking kid. Where's our kid?" Like, I'm freaking out because my son is gone. Where's Chase?
Mm-hmm.
The way that the apartment building was set up, the downstairs main floor, you have the entrance where that door is not locked. The very first door is not locked. Then you get inside into the vestibule where you have to place the codes in and everything in order to get into the building. You gotta swipe your key fob, whatever. That door is locked. Chase went all the way downstairs. Mind you, Sean's on the 3rd floor. So Chase went all the way down to the 1st floor. And he went outside looking for me. When he tried to come back in, that door was locked behind him. And he couldn't get inside. It is January 4th. Freezing cold outside. In Cleveland winter. And my 2-year-old was in a diaper.
Wow.
The only reason that Chase did not die from hypothermia is because he had the instinct to roll himself up in the carpet that was on the floor. And I walked past this carpet 3 or 4 times looking for my kid. And it never registered in my head why that carpet was rolled up and off to the side.
Wow.
Sean, who is only worried about himself and worried about why is my carpet rolled up? Sean's the one who found Chase because he unrolled the carpet and was trying to put it back because he didn't want to get in trouble with his boss. He found Chase, and he's the one who carried my cold child to freezing cold. And I've had medical training, so I know the first thing that you do when somebody has hypothermia is you start trying to warm them up but you don't want to quickly warm them up because they will go into shock.
Right.
So I literally took my son upstairs. I took my shirt off. I laid him and his freezing cold body on my chest.
Right.
And I just hugged him and I wrapped a comforter around us and I gave him my body heat. And I just laid there crying with my son, checking his pulse, making sure that he was breathing, making sure that he was moving, that he was okay.
Right.
I woke him up and I got him talking to me and he was fine. He was fine. Thank God, by the grace of God, my baby had an angel.
Yes.
My son had somebody watching him. While I laid there crying with my son, Sean laid down next to me. Not one word. And went right back to sleep. The next morning, the first thing that Sean did when he got up is he went downstairs to delete the camera footage of us running around and frantically looking for our child so that he did not get fired from his job. Because how do you explain that to your boss?
Right.
So I got sober and I went to the daycare down the street with my 2 children in a stroller. And I begged for a job. Told them I cannot get daycare because I don't have a job. Welfare won't give you daycare vouchers if you don't have 2 pay stubs to show them that you're working.
Right. Oh, wow.
How do I get a job if I don't have anybody to watch my kids? I can't trust anyone. My son's been drugged by a babysitter, lost by his own father, and damn near died. I can't trust anybody with my children.
Right.
So how do I get a job knowing I can't leave my babies with anyone? So I cried. I made a fool out of myself. Begging. They gave me a job. I started working the next day.
Yay.
They approved my children.
Blessings.
They approved my kids to be in the daycare for $50 a week.
No power please
Because
charging.
they worked there.
That's good.
$50 a week for 2 kids. They took it out of my paycheck until welfare approved my daycare vouchers.
Okay.
I eventually ended up losing that job because of some bullshit. Some royal fucking bullshit. Everybody was tight, and the co-teacher that I had definitely did not like me, and she turned around and told people that I told a little boy that if he pushed my son again, that I was going to fight his mom in the parking lot, which I never said that. I would never say that to a 2-year-old child. No, I was 2 years old at the time. And that kid's mom, right? I got my payback later because I ended up fucking that kid's daddy. So it's cool.
Okay.
Hey, Ryan.
So I know it's been a minute.
Ryan was a good dude. He wasn't bad.
Claudette, I don't want this thing to cut off on us. So is there anything that you wanted to add?
No power please
Or is
charging.
there a message that you want to, to give to, the people, survive domestic violence?
I just want to say that going to that daycare and begging for that job is what saved my life. I worked there just long enough that I was able to get a tax check and get a car.
Okay.
And I started looking for houses and everything, and unfortunately I ended up having to call child services on myself, which was the 5th and final time that Sean had put his hands on me. He hit me so hard that my phone flew out of my hand, the phone case flew off my phone. I gave that video to the police. They did not prosecute him. His son went to foster care, everything. At the end of the day, I did what was necessary to save all of us, including Sean. Sean is now sober
That's good.
for several years. He is living with Sander again.
Okay.
Um,
That's good.
I won't say that Sean is
No
any better of a
publicness
person than he was before. He's always been a monster. The drugs just made it easier for him to be that monster. I will say that the one life lesson that I absolutely 100% learned is to trust your instinct. I know a lot of people say that, woke is a term that I don't really go by, but I can tell you my gut is woke. Okay,
Right.
the girl is woke. She might hang over my tummy a little bit, but she knows better. Trust your instincts. So when you see a red flag, don't ignore it. Do not ignore the red flags.
Right.
They're there for a reason. Your body is letting you know. Thankfully, by the grace of God, Chase, Gabriel, and I are all very safe. We have been away from Sean for 6 years this March.
Awesome.
I'm thankful to be alive. I want to tell everyone that no matter how hard it is, if you want things to get better, get up off your ass. Go fight. Because nobody's going to get help if they're not helping themselves. God does not help those who do not help themselves.
Right.
Closed mouths do not get fed. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. However you want to say these things.
Right.
Pay attention. Trust yourself. Stand up for yourself. Don't be somebody's victim. Don't let somebody ruin your life. And know that there is light at the end of the tunnel, no matter how bad things seem. And even though I was only his prisoner for 6 months while I lived with him, I only actually
6 months,
dated him for a year.
Less than
This
a
man
year.
ruined
all
my
this.
life for 6 years. 6 years. So don't ever just sit by and let it happen. Don't let these people roll over you. That's my message. Is fight for you. Fight for your kids. Fight for the right to be safe, secure, and have a peace of mind. Because at the end of the day, it's absolutely worth it. And life is beautiful, even though there are horrible people in this world.
Yes.
Domestic violence doesn't make you a fuck up. Reactive abuse doesn't make you a fuck up. There are times where I literally threw a whole kitchen table at Sean, and he took pictures of it and tried to use it against me. At the end of the day, I'm still standing. Social services did not get my children. I stood up for what I believed in. I saved a child's life, 2 children's lives at the end of the day. His son and his daughter. His daughter is 19 years old, still calls me. Still asks me, is her grandma poisoning her with pork chops? Okay? I love Mackenzie. I love Xander. I love them. They will always be my babies, and they know that. But at the end of the day, the message is treat people kindly. Treat people kindly.
Yes.
Be good to one another.
Absolutely.
This shit hurts.
Yeah.
And it's going to live with me for the rest of my life. And that little tidbit from my son, he's unfortunately heard some of these stories before.
Yeah.
He knows what kind of monster his dad is. And I'm doing the right thing by keeping my son away from him. I'm saving my son. Save yourself. Save your kids. Be kind.
Right. Absolutely. We appreciate you being here,
Be kind.
Claudette. Yes.
I appreciate you. There's a whole lot more. There's a whole lot more.
Yeah,
So
we know.
you want
But
that?
we gotta wrap this one up, y'all.
We're
And,
done. We're done. I will ramble on for days.
Well, yeah.
I don't have nobody to talk
Well,
to.
well, you know I love you. And
I'm gonna be here. I'm your day oneer, and I'm gonna be
Yeah.
here till today.
So you
I
know,
love you. You're awesome.
we're gonna definitely keep in touch. Until next time,
We
love
will
you
meet again.
and stay strong. Yes, yes. All right,
Bye,
that's
everybody.
it, you guys. All right,
Good
Claudette.
night.
Yes, good night. Love you. Stay strong and stay blessed and stay beautiful.
You too.
All right.
I hope
Thank
God
you.
blesses you in every way you need it.
Yes, He gonna bless us all. Yes, indeed.